Here's which Nic Cage characters I would invite to play D&D with me from the Nic Cage cinematic universe. First, I'd ask Ben Gates from National Treasure to be the DM, but on the major stipulation that he has had some therapy and isn't so much of an asshole anymore. He would make the most amazing puzzle and riddle-filled campaign with twists and turns around every corner. There would be so much history and lore, and as my table's note taker, I would love it. Because we're gonna have so many puzzles, riddles, and things that sometimes make my brain go burr and sometimes make my brain go huh, I want Stanley Godspeed from The Rock on my team. He's smart, he'd fight with Ben Gates to make an alchemist class, and he'd be a great addition to the party. I've gotta invite Big Daddy from Kick-Ass to be on my team. I think he'd make a perfect Battlemaster fighter character who would act as a great teacher for characters who haven't been adventuring for too long. Can I invite Nic Cage himself from The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent? We love a redemption arc and we love Nic Cage, so I think it would be so fun to just invite the man himself, you know? I'm thinking he'd play some sort of rogue character and be up for all sorts of shenanigans. And finally, to round out our table of Nic Cages, I want to invite Grug from The Croods. Somebody has to make sure we're at least being semi-safe in our party, and it certainly isn't going to be me. Well, at least at first. I think the arc from him being a stickler for safety to opening up to the world around him would be really fun. I also think it's going to take a lot of getting used to the rules because he has his own that he follows so strictly. And maybe for a little while, he's going to need to let his imagination open up. But I think it would be a really fun learning opportunity for everyone involved, which I guess would just be me and Nic Cage himself playing 4 party members and all the NPCs, as if he hasn't done that before. And if you like Nic Cage and you like TTRPGs, can I introduce you to my one-page Nic Cage TTRPG called Uncaging Nicholas, where Nic Cage has recently become imprisoned somewhere in the cinematic multiverse of Nic Cage films for unknown reasons. You and your squad of Nic Cages have been hired to uncage him, figure out what movie he belongs in, and send his ass back there. Play as one of the 8 pre-made cages with a unique ability, or work with your cage master, aka the GM, to create a cage of your own. You can find it on itch.io.